people. Real quick, I am going to be changing the format on my channel. We're going to mainly be covering Nintendo from here further, but I will continue to talk about PlayStation and Xbox when they're in the news and it's something big. Okay, like, holy shit, I can't believe they're doing that. Like, what's going on right now with PlayStation across the pond. Not any kind of stupid shit, okay? What's going on with PlayStation, perhaps? PlayStation, there's a link in the description down below if you want to read the article. This shit has me just a little worried because PlayStation's already done this twice now. Here in the States. And if they incorporate this across the pond, they can incorporate it here, which means that if they do it here, it'll be 3 times in one generation that they've done this, and by God, they need to fucking stop. What am I talking about? Well, PlayStation is having a price hike for the PSN over across the pond in Europe and all that shit, okay? So, why? Why are they having a price hike? Honestly, I can't tell you, because every time they have one, I don't know what the fuck it's for, okay? I wish I knew what it was for. I mean, I have ideas for what it's for, because they don't improve security for anybody, because this is the most hacked generation I've ever seen. They've been broken into more than anything. They're the most unreliable out of everybody, and I know you're gonna be like, oh, you're just saying that because you're a Nintendo fan or an Xbox fanboy or an Xbot or a Nintendo fanboy, whatever you want to say there. No, the BBC did an entire fucking article, an entire news segment on PlayStation and their fucking unreliability, and how many cases have gone up against Sony due to the fact that they are the most hacked and the most at risk fucking console on the market. I'm not just making that up. BBC did that, okay? And it didn't start from the PS3. It started from this generation. Why is it that Sony had to go out of their way to give out free PSN this generation within like a year ago, because they were hacked again? See what I'm saying? And I understand servers going down. That's fine. I understand that. That happens. PlayStation has a problem. And it's not that they have too many fans. It's they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Okay? PlayStation 3 cost them a shit ton of money. I've covered this several times. But costing them so much money into the fact that they're doing hikes over fucking 3 times now. They're charging their fans insane amount of money just to make it up. And they're trying to pass it as it's for your protection, even though we're not going to show you any kind of security. We're not going to give you anything. We're not even going to give you the fact of a security blanket. No, we're not going to do any of that. Xbox has always been the same price. Always. It's always been the same price. What the fuck is going on at PlayStation? Okay? I don't know what's going on at PlayStation. I can't tell you, because I don't work there. 2, I wouldn't want to work there. And 3, they just continue doing fuck shit that keeps popping up in the news that just makes you go, I want to bang my head against the wall, because this shit doesn't make sense. Every time they do something. When they first announced they were going to start charging for PSN, I knew exactly why they were doing that. Because they lost so much money on PlayStation 3, that's one of the best ways to make up for the fucking loss. Hey, we're hemorrhaging money as a company, and the PS4 can only make up maybe $25 per unit sold. How can we make up the rest of it? What if we start charging these jackasses for PlayStation now instead of letting it be free? That's a good idea, man. Great on you. Well, we're still not making as much money because we're still technically cheaper than Xbox. What if we give it a price hike? These idiots will still subscribe to us because they've already bought the fucking product. Good on you. We've called our fucking fans jackasses before. It's not like they're smart enough to get rid of the fucking product. Think I'm lying? Go back and read the PS3 history where fans complained about the installation time on the PS3 and Sony blatantly told them to go make a sandwich. Exactly. Sony's not the brightest bulb in the fucking box. I'm telling you right now. You have Xbox who will openly admit when they do something wrong. I've been on the phone with Xbox plenty of times when my Xbox One doesn't go online trying to figure out what the fuck's wrong with it. And they're easy to work with. They will fucking figure it out with you on the phone. Sony takes at least 2.5 hours to get one person to talk to you. Their fucking customer service is fucking bullshit. Not only that, how long did it take for them to openly admit they had a fucking problem with the PS3? When it came to the hack, they went out on stage at E3 and went, I guess we have to fucking admit there's an elephant in the room. And everyone was like, no, you think? Feel what I'm saying to you? Now, like I said, I don't want to have to beat their ass verbally again because I've done that several times. But they don't justify the means. They never justify the means. They never just come out and say, hey, we need more money because we're fucking up. But I've pointed out several reasons. Okay, I've pointed out several reasons where they fuck up. Look, they're doing this price hike for a reason. They're not going to tell you blatantly the reason, but let me go ahead and tell you the reason. The one they're not going to. We need to fucking raise the price here. Right now we're going to do it across the pond, which means it's going to come back and bite us here in the ass. Okay? Especially if it kicks over there and they fall for it. Here's why. Remember the PSVR, the system that was going to save VR and then didn't take off because Sony didn't flood the market with it? And games haven't been coming out for it, and there's only one actual game on the market for it right now called Resident Evil 7. That's a full-fledged fucking game. Yeah, that thing. Well, it's a commercial failure in Sony's eyes, and it's looking to be a PS Vita disaster in Sony's eyes. So how do you make up for that? Because nobody's purchasing it, and every time I go to GameStop, I see people trading them in. Meaning Sony's making no money off this thing. What do you think they're trying to make money off of right now? PlayStation Now, because people will subscribe to that because they still have a PS4. Even though they're not buying anything else from Sony, they're buying a PS4. That's it. Buy a subscription because you have a PS4. Raise the rate to have the PlayStation Network because that's the only thing selling. See what I'm saying? Oh, Just Cause 3 is next month's free game along with an Assassin's Creed add-on. Games have all of a sudden started becoming subpar better than the indie titles they used to offer last year. Increase in price. It's starting to add up when you start thinking about it. See what I'm saying? But wait, Xbox has always offered AAA quality games and $60 a year price tag. Where is this increase in price coming from, Sony? It's coming from the fact that they have two failed hardwares on the market. Two of them. The PS Vita and the fucking VR headset. And their software. And guess who has to front the bill on that? Sony. And how they're not going to front the bill on it is they're giving it to us. You and me. And if you pay them for this, you're paying them for that. That's why. You feel what I'm saying to you? Don't fall for it. I know it sounds crazy as fuck, but let me ask you something. Can you think of one good thing that has ever come out of a Sony price hike? Especially with the PSN? Can you think of one good thing? Just one? And again, if you hit me with security, please think about that before you say it. Think about it. Just take 2 seconds out of your day. 2 seconds to go, oh man, maybe it's not security. Maybe it's not security because this is the most fucking hacked Sony has ever been, ever. Even the PS3 wasn't this hacked. And it saw the biggest security breach in Sony's history. But the PS4 is constantly getting attacked. Constantly. So, think about that. Anyway, there is a link in the description down below. You can feel free to go read about the people across the pond saying the price hike on the PSN. And I'm telling you, this will eventually make its way over here. And when it does, I'm not going to worry about it because I'm not going to subscribe to them anymore anyway. I don't even have my PS4 here with me. It's over at my girlfriend's house, where it's been for the past 3 months. Pardon me. And like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm fixing to just focus on Nintendo shit. I will report PlayStation and Microsoft news when I feel that it is big enough to impact anything on people who play PlayStation or Xbox, being that I own both, and I do technically turn them on every now and again. And I didn't report the whole fake game of the month with Xbox, or maybe I did, I don't know. But I felt like that was horseshit because the fake games were so much better than the games that were announced. I mean, Bayonetta is a great game to be announced, but Jesus, did you see the games that were announced that did not come to fruition? I own majority of the games that are announced now. That's the fucked up part with me, is I own 3 out of 4. The only game I don't own is Bayonetta. So I'm downloading Bayonetta next month on my 360 just so I could play it. I got Bayonetta 2 on my fucking Wii U, but I don't have the first one because I didn't buy the, $45 bundle at GameStop because they didn't have it. But I got Bayonetta 2 on my Wii U, just the second one. So I'll be downloading Bayonetta 2, and I'm still mad that they didn't fucking let bad shit come out. And of course they said that, oh well, the leak came from like Sweden, so that'll let me know never to trust anything coming out of fucking Sweden again. But I digress. I'm gonna start covering more Nintendo shit because that's what I'm playing. I'm playing Nintendo. I'm more focused on my Switch. I'm more focused on the 3DS because we got Mario plus Rabbids, Mario Odyssey, that Pokken... What is that game? Pokken Tournament? Pokken DX? What the fuck is that? We got that game. We got Metroid Prime Samus Returns, or Return of Samus, or whatever that game's called. I got that game coming. I got it with the soundtrack. I'm super excited for that game. But I'm super excited for a lot more games coming on the Switch and the games on the damn 3DS than I am for most anything coming out on PS4 or fucking Xbox One. And that's really weird because I know about the Uncharted game, and I am an Uncharted fan. I've beaten every single Uncharted game. But I can't bring myself to fucking go, hey, I want to play Uncharted Lost Legacy, which I want to play, but I just can't bring myself to care right now because Metroid, Mario plus Rabbids, Mario Odyssey, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and the list just goes on. I just can't think of them all off the top of my head. Okay? But until next time, you guys, deuces.